It has been a gruesome and disturbing day of testimony in a Galveston courtroom.
That's where Kimberly Trenner is on trial for the death of her 2-year-old daughter, Riley Ann Sawyers. The little girl was known as Baby Grace until her remains were identified. A fisherman found the remains in a plastic container in Galveston Bay in October 2007. We would eventually learn that Sawyers had died months earlier in July at her family's home in Spring. Her mother and stepfather are charged with killing her. The first day of trial has been filled with some graphic testimony. Eyewitness News reporter Gene Apodaca is live outside the courthouse to explain. Gene?
Well, Eric, it's also been a very emotional day in court. In fact, several jurors actually breaking down in tears when they heard details of how 2-year-old Riley Ann Sawyers died. Now, Kimberly Trenner has not taken the stand, but prosecutors instead relied on a video statement she made several months ago. Kimberly Trenner sat quiet, sobbing a few times as her videotape statement was played for the jury. A statement describing in graphic detail the day her little daughter, Riley Ann Sawyer, died in her arms. At one point describing how the little girl told her mom, "I love you," even as the beatings continued.
I can't tell you anything. I'm sorry.
Trenner and her husband, Royce Ziegler, are both accused of killing Riley during a disciplinary session in 2007. Trenner described on tape how her husband took the day off to show her how to discipline Riley, saying that Ziegler told her, "We had to break her in." Trenner explained how the beating began first with a belt, then a thicker belt, how that led to pushing her head into a pillow and then holding her head underwater. Trenner, "I found myself doing that because he was there, and that's what he was doing." Trenner claims Ziegler threw Riley onto the floor and a wall, striking her head. She claims she wanted to call 911, but Ziegler warned her they'd go to jail. Her attorney asking the jury, was it unacceptable? Yes, he replies, but it was not capital murder. Trenner went on to describe how Ziegler allegedly used bleach to get rid of evidence. Prosecutors say the couple then stuffed the little girl's body into plastic bags and then a plastic container. Assistant District Attorney Kayla Allen saying Trenner simply watched her float under the causeway. And the jury is still listening to that videotape statement. It is 4 hours long. Now, Trenner faces up to life in prison without parole if convicted. Her attorney advising the jury that they could convict her on a lesser charge. Live in Galveston, Gene Apodaca, 13 Eyewitness News.
All tough to listen to. Thanks a lot for the update, Gene. Well, Trenner's husband, Royce Ziegler, awaits his own trial on capital murder charges. As in Trenner's case, prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty. Instead, life in prison without the possibility of parole. Trenner gave birth last June while she was behind bars awaiting trial. The baby boy was placed in the custody of Trenner's aunt and uncle in Dallas. Trenner relinquished her parental rights. Ziegler has not.